amazing team.
Yeah, and right off the bat, it does look like Insomniacs have done their homework. We do see right away that Fanny getting banned away from Hina. We do know the mechanical giftness that he does possess on that character. So Insomniacs not even playing any games right from the beginning, letting them know, we've done our research, and here's a Fanny ban for you.
You know, and that's what we like to see. You know, teams that do a little bit of homework. You know, on the last match, we did see that supreme #1 Xavier walk, and those kind of choices can definitely hurt the team. But banning that Fanny out, I think, is a very good option, a very strong ban over on the side of Insomniacs.
And in an answer to that, immediately the Wan ban too. That we do know that is a favorite of from their past games, from the side of First Blood that they have competed with before. But right now competing with Insomniacs, they're going to go ahead and shut that down. Are the side of the Donkeys here. So both teams showing that they have done their research. And man, I'm excited. I feel a best of 3 coming out. I definitely do not see a wipe, a full just a 2-0 here.
I think that's what the world wants to see. You know, all these 2-0 sweeps. We want to see not a sweep, no sweep. And here we see some strong bans. That Franco being taken out, no Iron Hooks today, but there's still a Valentina in play. Julian is still currently walking. Very, very solid picks. Even the Eve, and the Xavier as well.
Yeah, still a lot of strong picks, and that's where we are right now with the meta. It's impossible to ban. It's basically a choice of which almost OP heroes you want to allow. Like you were saying, you got that Xavier. So Masha still out on the battlefield as well. I think this might be the first time we haven't seen her banned so early. But we've still got a few picks. One more pick left, and then we're gonna see what the side of Insomniacs are gonna be able to answer with for that first pick. Because now with the amount of great characters right now, the first pick is almost a curse because you're immediately going to be answered with 2 great picks.
Speaking of great picks, you did see that Valentina being taken out by the side of Insomniacs. We are currently on the last ban. I wonder what they're going to go with the Julian pick, not allowing that to walk on the Donkeys. Now, like you said, there's a lot of good picks. Speaking of good picks, Area 77, Yeho taking the Karina.
Yeah, Yeho has had 0 deaths on that Karina so far. 2 wins for the side of Insomniacs and 0 deaths on that Karina. Absolutely stunning. We talked about how great that Hina was on that Fanny, but this Karina, Yeho has really shined on it.
Karina's just a solid jungler, but we have seen Atlas picked a lot, especially with these top 32 teams. He is still an option, especially when you have the second pick, picking him last and taking out that Diggy. But we are looking on the side of the Donkeys, currently 9 seconds. They do have that double pick, and there are some secret weapons out there. We do see the Akai being taken for a little bit of zonage. Ballman is still walking as well, but we see a Benedetta.
Yeah, a Benedetta here. It's really interesting too, because Benedetta, I feel like, she does provide a lot of movement around the map, but that damage can sometimes be a little bit of a problem, especially if she gets caught. But I do like the combination here. Not just a Benedetta, but a Benedetta and a Kai. So you've basically taken out the only real thing that helps to kind of counter a lot of that mobility and ability to get out of CC.
Now we are looking over on the side of Insomniacs with their next 2 picks. Who are they gonna put into the Benedetta? That's the real question right now. Do we see a possible Mia pick? We do see Esmeralda inside of the XP lane and a nice and early Claude.
Yeah, we've talked before about Claude early might be a little bit of a mistake, but so far it does seem like the first team to be able to pick up, there's a lot of value in it. Even if it is the first pick, even if you do have mobility, for the heavier heroes, if he's able to pick up that Demon Hunter sword along with Golden Staff, he'll be able to shred them. Not just that, but if you've got a squishier back line, he's able to go ahead and get back there with that blaze, and then with that blazing duet, absolutely shred them. So Claude, probably one of the bigger value marksmen that you can pick up, and in the hands of I have no doubt that it's going to be a high quality and high value game from that Claude.
Speaking about high quality and high value, you do see Xavier being picked up over on the side of the donkeys. We have seen him shine, especially with that dawning light, being able to rain damage on the enemy from afar. I really want to see how this plays into this composition for the team of the donkeys. We are going into the second phase of the ban as well. Now, the question is, what mage are we going to see, over on the side of Insomniacs? We do see the Valentina being taken out as well.
Yeah, they are a little bit flexible. Ashley does play a pretty wide pool of mages, not just a wide pool, but her positioning on it we've seen is just phenomenal. So she's going to be able to get herself in and out of situations and have that right positioning to be where she needs to be to rain down the damage and CC for her team. We're also going to be looking for not an XP laner. We're going to be looking for what we have for a roamer. Are we going to be looking at, I kind of do not favor the support roamers right now. We did see Faramis, while he did provide a lot of value to the team, I feel like we're still at a point where there's a little bit of tankiness needed from that roamer position. I wonder if that's going to play an effect, or if they're just going to go completely off the rails here and pick somebody up maybe for more mobility. On the side of the donkeys, we are still looking for that marksman and a roam for them as well. And we still do have some very strong picks. We do see both Clint and Beatrix getting taken down. So, we do still have a carry up. We do still have a few other picks that can be put in there. So it is going to come down to see what they have in store for the side of Insomniacs.
Yeah, you do see that Esmeralda having the sustainability, being able to have a strong presence in the front line. But in terms of zonage, it looks really good over on the side of the donkeys. They do have the Akai, being able to use that heavy spin and push out the enemy from those objectives. But speaking of supports, they do pick up the Rafaela.
Yeah, a very interesting pick from them, because I do feel like, it's going to add a heck of a lot of mobility to the side of the donkeys here, especially with a dino on that Benedetta. That is going to be a huge help for them with being able to get in and out of situations and engaging on them, or perhaps being able to disengage there, and maybe a little bit of a defense against a Natalia pick that could have possibly been coming out from Insomniacs. But we do see that Jawhead being locked in. It's not something we see too often anymore. I'm going to assume that is going to be in the roaming position here.
We do see Ashley picking up that Lu Yi as well, another hero that we haven't really seen too often, especially, since the beginning of NACT. We do have currently one last pick over on the side of the donkeys. We do know that they need a marksman. Who are they gonna, go against, running with that Claude in the gold lane? They do have a little bit of frontlineness over on the side of Insomniac, taking the Jawhead, taking the Esmeralda, and it looks like the answer for the donkeys will be the Irithel.
Interestingly enough, I'm not usually a fan of Irithel, but if you combine an Irithel, that's what I like about right now about the donkeys picks right now. Alone, some of these picks might not speak great to me. Alone, I feel like that with the combinations, a Rafaela and an Irithel to provide her the movement that she'll be lacking, because she does have to get a little close there. A Nakai with the Benedetta, the biggest counter to her being him with that heavy spin too. So I like the synergy between them, the support that they're going to be able to provide each other from these.
Welcome to Mobile.
Going into game one between two amazing North American teams, the Insomniacs and the Donkeys. We do see that Karina over there, Vallejo, versus the jungler Vanity over on the Akai. Now, this is going to be an interesting match. Both of these teams play at a very high intensity. We do know currently over on the side of the Donkeys, and even the Vanity with that Akai, having that zonage over on the objectives, may be fatal. But the really interesting thing I'm seeing is this Benedetta pick.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. How is this Benedetta going to be able to play into Esmeralda? A lot of that movement, maybe being able to dodge a lot of the attacks from Esmeralda to be able to get in and out. So Esmeralda's going to be taking damage, but not being able to dish it out. She's definitely outclassed when it comes to mobility from the Benedetta here.
Now, I have seen Benedetta put against the Esmeralda in the XP lane pretty often, actually, more times than not. But, you know, you do normally see her go for that Cursed Helmet, go for a little bit of a sustainable item to be able to compete, you know, with Esmeralda's sustainability, because that is kind of where she shines at.
And we do see a little bit of a play down at the bottom. We are kind of jockeying for a little bit of position. We do see about a 3-on-2 here, but the entire team is kind of coming down for an engagement.
Oh my goodness, it looks like Yeho trying to escape. Heavy spin over there by Vanity, able to hit 3 of Insomniacs, but unable to connect and get any kills. We do got a heavy clash going on the bottom side, though. Rafaela trying to continue with the hills on her team for the Donkeys. Not really too much of a trade right now, but a nice and early clash. We do currently see the turtle spawning in 14 seconds. Who are we going to see on the zonage for this?
Yeah, interestingly enough, Dino did take, oh, we just see a falling Moonstar.
Oh my goodness, Yeho taking out Rafaela, leaving them without their support, and also taking out Yeho. They are down a jungler on this side of Insomniacs, but this is looking good for the Donkeys. They are going to go ahead and try and take that first turtle, while you do see Yeho pushing in from the base. But oh my goodness, the clash is going on. Vanity trying to get some zonage, forcing Dark back, but Ashley is trying to go in, trying to get some CC, but Vanity is able to take the first turtle.
Yeah, first turtle goes to them, but only about 100 gold lead, less than 100 gold lead. I mean, both these teams answering. The early game, both teams showing their offense, not really kind of giving up much away. They're kind of going in for these kills and being answered by. So I think both of them trying to flex in here, see how well they can put this aggression on and how well the other team can respond to it.
Speaking of aggression, you do see Dark kind of trying to get a little bit of kill, looking at a potential gank, but a kill over there by the side of Insomniacs as they do take a loss inside of the gold lane, putting Esmeralda a little bit ahead of that Benedetta as she is 0-2. But heavy spin by Vanity going in for Dark. We got a full clash going on, a 3v1 situation, unable to get away as Iritel takes out the Jawhead, and then the clash continues in the mid lane, leaving Ashley trying to defend it. But Yeho going in on Iritel. Will she be able to get out? Oh my goodness, a potential choke, but is she too far behind enemy lines? She is now surrounded. Can Yeho get out of this situation as the Donkey is now on the chase, but able to escape? Vanity taking out Ashley as well. Nice early clashes, but we are going to potentially see a high kill game, especially 3-3 within 3 minutes.
Yeah, sadly, Ashley did activate that ult for Lao Yi to teleport, but teleported in outside of the bush. The entire team saw her. Mage One Trick actually might be in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh my goodness, the aggression taking him out, but also getting taken out by Rafaela. What a kill over there by Delarky. That is definitely not what we normally see. A little bit of over-aggression over there by Galaxy. You know, we do see Turtle currently spawning in 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's interesting too, especially from these high-skilled teams. We usually see this, the early aggression that they're so used to putting onto other teams being answered. And both of them basically saying, like, we're just going to keep going until one of you guys falls out of breath. And I think that's what we're happening right here. And we do see a little bit of an engagement starting.
Oh my goodness, Blazing Duet hitting. Yeho able to get the kill. We do see the fight around the turtle. Who is going to take it? Currently, one is down over on the side of the Donkeys. We do see a little bit of zonage over on the side of Insomniacs.
Yeah, and Galaxy is up pretty far. We do see Dark with that ejector.
What an eject, but look at Turtle. Yeho able to get it. Dawning Light raining down, not really able to do any damage, but Dino taking out Dark in a heavy spin over on Galaxy. We do see heavy presence by the side of the Donkey. Galaxy able to take out the Delarky, but Vanity taking out Galaxy inside of this clash. What plays from both sides? 6-6 in 5 minutes, but that Turtle did fall over on the side of Insomniacs.
We are only 5 minutes in, and there are 12 kills on the board right now. Neither team actually able to transfer that into some type of like tower or objective here. We do see a little bit of an engagement and about to start up at top, but Benedict is wisely able to disengage from that. Right now, I feel like Galaxy is going to be the big hitter right now. With that matchup up at the top, Dino has really kind of met his match there. And as we go into the mid game, we do see Dark in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh my goodness, unable to escape as Irito is able to get the kill, leaving R all by himself to fend off against Vanity, the Larky, and also Shinya trying to push that bottom turret. They are going to be able to get the zonage and the choke. What is he going to be able to do? Looks like they are able to take that bottom turret as well, giving them a little bit of a boost in terms of objectives.
Yeah, just as I was talking about neither of these teams being able to transfer these kills into objectives, we do see the Donkeys go ahead and be able to take their first tower down at the gold lane. But is that going to be answered here right now? We do have a little bit of a late game. We're going to be waiting for R to go ahead and pick up these items. We do see that he has already gotten that Demon Hunter sword, and a little bit of clash happening up at top.
Oh my goodness, the fight is going on around the red buff for the Donkeys. Dawning Light raining down, Vanity taking out Dark, but the fight is not over. Dino able to take out Yeha. There is no jungler on the side of Insomniacs. Galaxy trying to be on the retreat as Shinya is able to take out Ashley. Can Galaxy get away? The chase down is going down. Dino on Galaxy, but will he be able to escape? Oh my goodness, barely able to get out of it. The mobility right now over on Esmeralda, especially, you know, inside of the NACT in this season has just been insane. But that mid lane turret has been pushed in on the side of the Donkeys.
Yeah, sadly, with the rotation from Shinya, you were able to have that 5v4. The turtle is kind of down at halfway. We do see that teleport coming in from Lao Yi Ashley.
Oh my goodness, but the turtle does go to the side of the Donkeys. What a play over there. They are, in terms of objectives, getting the kind of plays that they want, but they did lose that bottom tower. Both towers on the bottom side have been taken out.
Yeah, and then right now, I feel like while it does look like it's kind of slipping from Insomniac's side, a 3K gold lead right now, I mean, they do have the late game. I do like what they have as potential here right now for it, but we do see another engagement happening here.
Oh my goodness, Dino taking out Ashley as well. Like we said, the Donkeys is just being more of the aggressor this match. What do you think Insomniacs has to kind of do to answer back?
Well, right now, they're already showing. Donkeys have already taken up the aggression. It's time to slow down. It's time to kind of macro back up. You need to hit that late game and start organizing this fight. So we can't just keep on trading right now because you're losing the trades.
Did see Esmeralda take the top tower as well, giving them a little bit of a favor. But Karina taking out the Shinya, but we do see a fight possibly going on the top side with the Benedetta and the Esmeralda. It looks like they are continuing that engage. It's like Dino is going to be forced on the retreat. But like we said, you know, in terms of objectives right now, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell which way it's gonna go. What do you think, Private?
This is the most exciting laning phase we have had tonight. Like, these guys have not let up. They just keep on rotating, getting the kills, and then rotating out, and then being answered and countered there. We just see Galaxy going in now.
Oh my goodness, Dawn and Light raining down, doing a little bit of damage to Yeho. Vanity in between the enemy lines, but is going in. Dino taking out Dark, but they still possibly are on the chase. Looks like they might get a little bit of pushback. Vanity giving the vision to his team. Looks like right now, Donkeys do got a little bit of a lead though.
Yeah, they do have a lead here, and unfortunately, it does look like R was a little bit out of position there. Not going to be able to come in on top of them. We do have 5 more seconds for this Lord. And like I said, unfortunately, these trades starting to go over to the side of Donkeys, and it's not looking well for Insomniacs. But they do, like I said, have that late game pressure. We just need to kind of assist. We can't just keep on doing with these rogue engagements.
Speaking of pressure, you do see Shinya taking that first tower over on the top lane. Oh my goodness, but the clash is going down. Ashley able to get a little bit of CC, but Shinya taking out Ashley. Ashley taking out Shinya. 1-for-1 trade. Look at Vanity trying to go in, but Jawhead does get to him, but Heavy Spin pins Dark on the wall. Can Akai escape? Can he get away? Vanity on the run from Yeho. They are both very low, which is where he specializes in, especially with Arena, but does not decide to go in. We do currently see First Lord in play as well.
Yeah, and sadly, we do see that it was started by the Donkeys, but now in firm control from Insomniacs, as they have zoned out the rest of the Donkeys. Are they going to be able to maintain this control? It doesn't look like it.
Like a Vanity going in, trying to get a little bit of zoners. That's definitely where Akai specializes in, you know, having that heavy spin on backup when needed. We do see a fight going on as Dino does take out Ashley. We do see the clash continuing, but we see Yeho taking out the Iridel, and the fight is just going crazy. Vanity on the chase, getting Yeho as well, leaving no jungler on the side of Insomniacs as the First Lord is in play. Dark kind of getting chased down by the Dino, by the Larky, but having the peel from Galaxy. Galaxy right now. And we do see Vanity back in play as well. A 2v3 situation, a little bit of zonage on the Lord as well, leaning in the favor of the Donkey. But what is going to happen? Galaxy not backing down, trying to put that pressure over on Vanity. We do see Dark with the potential waiting to get an eject to kind of throw Akai out of there, trying to throw Vanity away. But I don't think they're going to be able to get this as Akai is able to take the Lord. But the fight is still going on. You see the Mage, you see Xavier getting the kill over on Ashley. But oh my goodness, Galaxy taking out the Larky. What a fight from both sides. Can we just look at the fact it's only 11 minutes in, Private?
Yeah, it's 11-17, a high kill game right now as we have the Lord marching down mid. We do see the items right now, and right now, unfortunately, we do have 3 items on the side of Irithel right now. She has already completed that Berserker's Fury and the Scarlet Phantom, and she is going to be doing some major damage. I feel like the engagements are just a little lacking on the side of Insomniacs. There's not much sense, there's not much team cohesion right now, and they need to kind of start coming back together if they have hopes of capitalizing on this game.
I've seen Donkeys with the heavier presence, you know, going into the second half of the game. You know, they were able to take that first Lord. They're winning in terms of the kills. And, you know, they're just continuing to put this heavy pressure over on Insomniacs. You know, we are going to have to see a little bit of more of a defensive stance. But Vanity with the heavy spin over on Ashley and R. But we do see a 4v1 situation. Vanity able to get away. But Jahad with the eject. We do see Blazing Duet going in, but unable to connect over on Mage One Trick. But Mage One Trick able to take out Ashley. What a clash inside of the mid lane.
What an excellent job by Mage One Trick to go ahead and see that R was going to come in with that Blazing Duet, threw down that CC, able to stop R from coming in with the Blazing Duet, protect the rest of his team while they were able to go ahead and capitalize and take down Ashley.
Oh my goodness, speaking about Dark and his eject, he is now pinned on the wall. But we do see the Donkeys taking the next turret in the top lane. We do see Shinya able to get a kill as well over on Dark, but the fight is not over. Vanity on the run. They are trying to take out Galaxy. Is the sustainability able to get him out? We do see Yeho taking out Mage One Trick, but the fight is not over. What a match from both sides, but Yeho able to take out Vanity, getting that double kill, but he is not done. We do see a 2v1 or 2v2 situation. Yeho, Ashley, the Larky, they are on the pushback. Looks like the Donkeys are going to try and retreat, and it looks like over on Insomniacs, they are not going to continue that fight. But on the bottom lane, Dino.
Yeah, I mean, excellent job by Delarky there, throwing down that holy baptism to stop Yeho in his tracks from being able to connect onto Shinya. So just a great job by this team to be able to see these engagements coming, react to them, and then be able to support the disengages from their teams.
What a high kill game right now. Only 13 minutes in, but these teams are not afraid to, you know, take those aggressive fights. Like we said, these are 2 very, very good teams for NA right now. And right now we're seeing the heavier presence lean in toward the Donkeys. I feel like, you know, for Team Insomniac, they just got to play a little bit tighter together. What do you think they need to do in this situation to kind of balance it out and take, you know, the turn for the tide and try and win this game?
Sadly, right now, I feel like we're not getting a lot of value out of this Lao Yi. The surprise, like we see right now, the whole team is kind of split up here. This is not a good position for Yeho and Dark. They know it's only 2 of them because they just chased the other 3 away at the bottom. So they're going to go ahead and try to engage onto them here.
Oh my goodness, what a chase over on the side of the Donkeys, but unable to really get anything out of it. We do see a potential fight inside of the mid lane as well, as Dinos is doing a little bit of pill. Looks like neither team is pushing back, kind of just doing this awkward dance inside of the mid lane. But, oh my goodness, a little bit of a stun. Xavier raining down with the Dawning Light. Looks like the fight is going to go on. Will they be able to get the kill over on Galaxy? Oh my goodness, Blazing Duet going in by R. Yeho getting Mage One Trick, but they are not finished. They are on the chase right now. The Donkeys trying to retreat, trying to get out of this clash. This is not a fight they want, but turning around, Dino taking out Galaxy, Yeho taking out Vanity, triple kill by Yeho, but taken out by Shinya. But the fight is not over. Double kill by Dino for the answer, leaving Dark by himself against Dino and Shinya. What a fight between these 2 teams right now.
3-for-3 trade there right now. This Luminous Lord is still up. I don't. Unfortunately, I don't think that either team's going to go ahead and be able to pick up there. We do see that this gold lead has kind of closed down to a 4K gold lead. So both teams in a decent position right now. We have caught up, and we see on the items right now. Oh my God, Dark does go down there.
Oh, with the double kill by Shinya, getting the wipeout over on Insomniacs. Do we see a potential snowball? And we see them going for the Lord, not just any Lord, Luminous Lord.
And like I said before, we are like, dudes, I haven't seen too much value out of this Lao Yi yet. Fortunately, Ashley sitting at about 2 and 8 right now, while Mage One Trick is able to go ahead and snipe, provide that damage from a distance. I feel like we're kind of at an end roads here for the side of Insomniacs. We need to make something happen here, but these split ups. Oh, we do see Shinya taken down super quickly.
Oh my goodness, Yeho is immobilized though. Will he be taken out as the clash is going down? Double kill over there by Yeho, but the fight's not over. Larkin taking out Yeho, Ashley taking out Mage One Trick. Look at the heavy spin by Bandity, trying to escape with the mobility as well.
Just as I said, we weren't getting enough value out of Lao Yi, able to teleport in there, provide enough support to get to support those kills for her team, and we have a 1-for-3 trade in favor of the Insomniacs, as it looks like R is going to go ahead and do his best to stave off this Luminous Lord push.
What an aggressive play. You kind of see this a lot. Teams pushing in for the fight before they have the Lord in position. And, you know, right there we did see the Donkeys kind of pay for that.
Yeah, and that's what we've talked about before. Once you get that Lord, if you're ahead or something like that, teams do get a little bit aggressive, but we do have a little bit of a fight here at mid.
Oh my goodness, with the zone, it's looking like Dino is going to push back, but Bandity going in, trying to get a little bit of pill. Looks like we got a 4v3 situation. Will they take this fight? Dawning Light down by Mage One Trick, unable to really connect, but give vision on the map. Looks like the clash maybe will not go down. We might see a little bit of that dance again in the mid lane.
Yeah, Ashley did have to go ahead and activate that sprint, and right now she's in a good position right now, does have enough damage right now, Lightning Truncheon and Clock of Destiny locked down, and she does have that Winter Truncheon, which will help her survive. Like I said, she is 3 and 8, not a lot of value coming out of it, but now with that Winter Truncheon, she should be able to survive a bit more. Yeho in a little bit of trouble here.
Insomniacs on the hunt, focusing the jungler. They were on her like no other. They definitely saw her rotating on that bottom lane, and the whole team focused in on that. What a play over on the side of the Donkeys. They do still got some time on Insomniacs though, as Lord is spawning in 40 seconds. I feel like that was a really good rotation. I really want to see what Insomniacs is going to do to kind of answer back, especially with this Luminous Lord spawning within 35 seconds.
Yeah, sadly, without having the enemy's position, you definitely want to be aware of where they are before you start split pushing like that. Luckily, Yeho is going to be back in time for this Lord, so not a huge upset by them right now. We do see a little bit of a clash up here. Galaxy and Dino going at it, trying to clear out the lanes, both having basically the same idea before this Lord comes up. But it looks like up at the top, we are staying in position, dancing around and looking for an opportunity. We
do see Lord is spawning in. We see over on the side of the Donkey having the zone is. Will we see a potential answer from the side of Insomniacs? We see a potential clash in the mid lane. Jawhead, Dart getting a little bit of zone and vision, but heavy spin by Vanity to force their way to that Luminous Sword, and the fight is going down. Galaxy taking out Shinya, forcing the Donkeys on the pushback. Lord will be reset. Will the fight continue? Oh my goodness, Jawhead going behind, not afraid to get in the 1v4 situation, using the eject, but was it too much of an aggressive play? It is taken down by Dino. The fight is on its way. Dawning Light by Mage One Trick does connect over on Galaxy, barely doing any damage though, as Dino, D-Larky, Mage One Trick, and Benny are continuing the fight. D-Larky taking out the Yeho. We do see Luminous Lord is still in play, and there's only 2 members left over on Insomniacs to defend, which will put them in a very hard situation in terms of zonage. But the fight is not over. Looks like the Donkeys is out for blood. ARH pinned on the wall. R cannot get out, and it's taken out by the Larky, leaving only Ashley to defend against that Luminous Lord play.
4K gold lead by the donkeys. They might not even try for the Lord. They do have a minion coming in here. Looks like they're going to make short work of this tower. Diving in on a solo Ashley, trying to defend this core. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. We do see that Dark is coming in here, trying to distract them. Is it going to be enough, though?
Oh my goodness, we see Giant kind of defending Dark in the defensive position with Ashley. They are able to push off the donkeys, but there is still the Lord. Looks like we are going to see some zonas. That is their plan B. They did try and go for that early finish, but unable to pull it off.
Yeah, sadly with that last fight at the Lord, we saw a little bit of split aggression there. Oh, Mage One Trick just gets taken out there.
Aho getting the kill. We see Vanity using the heavy spin. What a dance and a turnaround. Insomniacs more in the dominant position for the Luminous Lord play. Will they be able to get it? Dino trying to get in, trying to get some fill versus Ashley able to push them back. We see Delarkin going in, Vanity coming in as well, but Yeho able to secure that Luminous Lord. But is this too much of an overextension? Winter truck get popped by Ashley, but taken out by Dino, and Dino is now on the run. Will he pay for it? Jinya getting a kill as well. Yeho taking out Dino. What a play from both sides, but on the favor of Insomniac as they do get that Luminous Lord. But Yeho getting the double kill, are killing Vanity as well, leaving only the Larky to defend for the donkeys as they also have Luminous Lord. Oh my goodness, eject by Giant on the Larky. Will they be able to take him out? The Larky taking out Yeho. The Larky is on the run now. What a play.
Yeah, and sadly, with the donkeys pushing into Insomniac's core, instead of going for the Lord, they did pay for that because immediately Insomniacs knew the Lord was up. They went there to counter, able to get the fight in their favor, pick up that Lord. Even now, even though Yeho went down, we do still have this Illuminous Lord barreling down at the bottom. The gold lead is still, has been swung over to the side of Insomniacs.
You know, this is the play that Insomniacs wants, and this is what we kind of expected to see between these two teams, but we do see a technical pause, probably, you know, a little bit of a lag issue, but man, Private, we got to talk about the level of intensity between these two teams.
Yeah, intensity and possibly, I mean, I want to talk about that second to last, that first, what started that Lord, that first fight there. We had Insomniacs come in there, and then you saw that Dark on that Jawhead immediately charged in, is able to take about 4 members of the donkeys away from the fight as they all tried to focus him down, weren't able to bring him down, but sadly, as that fight progressed, it was a perfect opportunity for the team. But R was focusing, as they pushed forward, R was focusing on the Lord instead of the fight. The only person focusing on the Lord, I have to add there. And like, I don't even think he took 10% off of the Lord during that fight, which allowed the donkeys to get ahead to almost wipe the team. But like I said, it comes down to these little tiny mistakes. But we're gonna go ahead and get started in here again, right back into the action. Insomniacs in a commanding position right now over the donkeys.
Now, everybody wants to see, what are the donkeys going to do right now to answer, as that was an insane comeback over by the side of Insomniacs.
Yeah, and there is that tower went down mighty quickly. They do have this Lord down to about half health as all lanes are starting, well, I guess the top and the bottom are kind of crashing here. A decent push, a decent value from the side of Insomniacs, and let's see if they can maintain that.
What an intense fight. If you're currently looking at the map right now, you know, everybody is down to those inhibitor turrets. Only 1 sitting on the side of Insomniacs and 3 on the side of the donkeys. When you see this kind of play from both sides, it's gonna come down to the battle of the 5v5 class and who can get that Luminous Lord.
Both teams at full items right now, so this is all on to macro, micro here, and the management of these lanes. We do see that purple buff is going to go ahead and get picked up by Mage One Trick, so it's going to come down. Oh, and we do see Karina hiding out a little bit there, looking for the pickoff.
Speaking of a pickoff, having to peel back as Delarky does go in for a little bit of vision, man. A stalemate over on both sides. You know, even in terms of the lanes, not really too heavy of a map position for either side.
Yeah, what we're looking at right now is we're going to be looking to macro up these lanes, push the lane. Who's going to be able to push the lane and then get back in time for a Lord push? That's what these teams are going to be looking for. And you do see Galaxy down there at the bottom is going to go ahead and push that lane. Lord is going to be coming up in 10 seconds. Is that going to be enough time to kind of offset this fight into a 4v5?
You know, at this position, we do see that Luminous Lord spawning in, but it's not really, you know, leaning toward either side's favor. Right now, it just depends on who can get this Lord and not be too aggressive and get a wipeout on their side. We are potentially seeing maybe an ending depending on these next few plays. But Dawning Light going down, unable to connect. Galaxy trying to escape in a 4v1 situation, but pinned on the wall by the heavy spin. Galaxy is on the run. Immortality is popped, but you do have Shinya on him as well. But Vanity able to get the kill, leaving Galaxy out for this possible Luminous Lord play. We do see the Doggish currently trying to push in and get the zonage.
Yeah, that is the risk you take with those solo pushes. You get put out of position and you do allow the enemy team to be able to kind of come in back there and maybe pick up the kill, which they did on Galaxy, which puts them in a good position for this Lord.
Can we just talk about how back and forth this is right now? You know, right when you think it leans in one team's favor, it goes the opposite way. It looks like Luminous Lord is possibly going to be for the Dogs. We do see Yeho taking out Shinya, but Lord is down to very low HP. Double kill over by Yeho over on Mage. One trick as the flash is going down. Dark able to secure the Luminous Lord. Vanity on the run with barely any HP. You do see Insomniacs trying to get the zonage. Blazing Duet going down, but Yeho able to take out Vanity. Dino on the run, able to escape with the mobility of the Benedetta, but a heavy aggressive play on Insomniacs.
Yeho! Can we talk about Yeho? 18 and 8. We can see in this fight from the back line, Yeho's gonna get teleported in there and does a bunch of damage. Shiro was the first one to go down, and then he just kept on going. May's one trick was in the back, but able to see Lord able to come on back in there as Dark was able to put in the Lord. That is the value you get out of a Lao Yi. And man, Yeho right now, 18 and 8 right now.
Forcing the Donkeys on the defensive position as you do see Luminous Lord going in the mid lane. Blazing Duet going down, but unable to connect. They do take the mid lane turret. Yeho able to take out the Larky, and does it look like a potential finish on the side of Insomniacs as they do get the wipeout and take the game 1.
Wow, just, I mean,
Victory!
problems, not problems, but they were on their back foot the entire time out.